Hello. If you follow me on Instagram or Threads, you might have noticed that I was in Mexico City recently. Last time I was there was this past December, and despite the amount of times I've been there, that was my first time truly taking pictures of the city. Having that experience from December and kind of knowing what to expect when I go there, I had a few things I really wanted to photograph. The first thing being colors. The neighborhood that I stayed in last year, and then again this time, that area is so colorful. I mean, Mexico itself is vibrant to begin with. Number two, because this was a big group trip, the only time that I truly had to myself was early in the morning. Being somewhat familiar with the weather there, I figured after a night of rain, the morning after, I just knew it was gonna be so clear and sunny. So I wanted to capture that sunlight. And lastly, I wanted to capture the everyday life of Mexico City. Of course, as a tourist, I might not get an in-depth view of the people of Mexico City, but some things I wanted to capture were people at coffee shops, dog walkers, street vendors, and if I could, the nightlife. I don't have a lot of videos to show you because I didn't have my POV camera on me, or I guess my glasses. I only have my iPhone and the Fuji, so you're gonna see a lot of photos back to back, but I'll make sure to take some time and pause and explain some of the photos to you. I was genuinely surprised to find this car here. When I was in Mexico City in December, I took a few photos of this car here, this exact spot. I took one of the car with a red motorcycle in front of it, and I remember being very happy about capturing all the primary colors in one photo. So even though I didn't get red in here, this to me was off to a great start. You might have already seen this on my Instagram, but a long time ago when I was in Paris, I took a similar photo and that photo always stayed with me. I always wanted to recreate that everywhere I went. Aside from street photography, I think this would be such a cool way to capture portraits as well. The next day, we went to Teotihuacan. The pyramids. This tour was led by a guide and we had a big group, so I didn't get to take a lot of photos, but this place was magnificent. It was beautiful, and I'm so glad I was able to experience this. I'm trying to remember if I took a picture of the storefront the last time I was there. If I did, I'll insert a picture here, and if I didn't, why didn't I? The red, the green, and even on the side, you have a hint of blue and yellow. Especially in the morning, the sun shining through all the trees, it was so beautiful that I even thought about doing a series of photos here every single morning. Well, what do you know? I did go back there the next morning, and because of the rain, the colors were a little more drastic. Something I really love about Mexico City, and I don't know about other parts of Mexico because this is the only place I've been to, I love all the greens the city has. The tall leafy trees and all the beautiful green plants, especially in the sunlight, they either cast a beautiful shadow on the ground or a person, and they look extra luscious. Shadows over here, without the tall trees, I would have not gotten this beautiful contrast. These two photos were shot from a hip. I wish he was either putting the cigarette in his mouth or looking at me while sitting there next to his buddy. I think one of those two would have made this photo so dramatic. Here is what I hoped for. The red, the green, the blue. What's missing here? Yellow. Or at least I think yellow's missing here. I waited about 10 minutes for someone in yellow to appear here. But the moment people saw me on the other side of the street with the camera, they crossed the street towards me and walked behind, so they're not in my frame. Very considerate, very sweet, but I just wanted a fourth color here. Ooh, the sunlight. Should I stay here? Oh. I only have iPhone photos from this taco spot, but the pork belly taco was bussin'. If you don't know where this is, I'll leave it in the description below.